Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. It is a Saturday, it's the weekend. How good is that? That's obviously if you are off work and you've got some free time to yourself. Good luck, my dear friends. Okay, we're doing the free giveaways. The 3 free readings that we do every month. So we are taking the winners, the Patreon winners for the month of February. Now, today's the 18th of February. Happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday today, as the sun is ready to ingress into Pisces, and we're just 2 days away from a new moon. So I'll be taking, for each sign, I'll be taking a Moonology oracle, which has got to do with the moon, the phases of the moon. We know the moon is our subconscious. It can speak to fears, intuition, anything connected to the past, the home, the mother. All right. So I'll be taking one for each sign today as an extra bonus. Why? Because we're coming up to the new moon in Pisces, which will be on the 20th of the month. My dear patrons, the new moon reading is up on Patreon. If you are not on Patreon, then consider joining us, as we do 3 free readings each month. Okay, so, and there's a lot more that we do on Patreon. Check us out. You can get the link beneath the video. So we've got tier 1, 2, and 3. And I am calling on Spirit to see from tier 3, which is the big prize, the 60-minute free tarot reading with me. Just calling on Spirit to see who is in a most need for a free reading. Okay. Calling on Spirit and the Divine, who is in more desperate need for a free reading. Dear Spirit, please guide us to the person who needs this most. We have to respect the decision of Spirit. Okay, tier 3 winner for the month of February, just after Valentine's Day. Who is in most need? Dear Spirit, Archangel Michael, please guide me. Who needs this? Monica. Oh my God. Monica McGowan. Congratulations, Monica. Now, she won back in July. Looks like she's in need of the reading. Monica, my God, it's incredible, because when I'm doing my research on who's with us still on Patreon, or who's come on board, who's new, and I look at the cards and the patrons, and I have to have it correct, you know, the competition needs to be fair. Every time I seem to focus or connect recently to a particular patron, they usually come out as needing the reading, and this has happened like the past 3-4 months. Monica, congratulations. She's probably somewhere in the air, flying somewhere. Monica, you know what I mean. Congratulations, Monica, you've won the 60-minute free reading. So how wonderful is that? Now, whoever comes through and whoever wins in the readings, here the free giveaways, you can either write to me at divinedebut11 at gmail.com, or you can wait until I get in touch with you. So Monica, good luck, darling. Congratulations. Now, we've got tier 2 here, and we're going to add tier 3 to tier 2, as I've always mentioned, that tier 3 being the most expensive tier, they get to go in each of the drawers. Okay, they support this channel through paying a little bit more than others, so they get to go in the 3 drawers. So for tier 2, a 40-minute free tarot reading. Who needs this, dear Spirit? Who more needs this? My dear Archangels. 40-minute free tarot reading. Who needs a free reading? Thank you, Spirit. And we've got excellent Michael Buonarotti. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. And I think her name is Susan, if I remember right. Susan, congratulations. We've got a tier 2 winner, tier 3 and a tier 2 winner. She hasn't won anything. Susan, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Okay. Let's go to the 20-minute free tarot reading, even though it's never really a 20-minute only. As many of you know, I'm always generous and give extra time. Dear Spirit, please, for a 20-minute prize number 3, the smaller tarot reading. Who is in most need of this? Yes, I think Spirit has chosen. And beautiful, we've got Christine Takeishi. She's a tier 1 person, so I love this. At least we've got winners from each tier. Congratulations, Christine Takeishi. And good on you. All right, for those of you that didn't win this time and you're hoping to win every month, just keep wishing. What can I say? I mean, I am thinking of connecting more with many of you, and we'll be doing a lot of free, taking some cards as we're connecting in live sessions. This should start after the new astrological year. I'm trying to get organized, and I've mentioned this in the past. So there's a lot more to look forward to in being on Patreon. So thank you so much for your support and your love to all of you, and congratulations to the 3 lucky winners. Usually I usually return the reading, the free readings, before the next competition, before the next draw. Unless I've got time, I will do it earlier. So thank you for your patience, and let's go on to taking a message for each sign, of course starting with Aries. So remember, the Moonology Oracle is like we're looking into the soul, into the subconscious. Now, of course, the messages could pertain to cycles or timing. So for instance, if you get full moon in Taurus, when will that be happening? That could be a significant time for you. But obviously it will be connected to what is going on with this new moon in Pisces, okay? All right, Aries, please, Spirit. Aries, what is the message for Aries on this new moon in Pisces? What does Aries need to know? A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo, and this points, my dear friends, to the new moon in Virgo, which will be taking place 15th of September at 22 degrees of Virgo. So you may be dealing with a Virgo, all right? If this is not when the message pertains to you. So the timing of the new moon in Virgo. It's interesting because the Aries, we are having a full moon in Virgo. And that's taking place on the 7th of March. So I don't know if this is an indication for you around about March or in September. Now, it's a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. A new moon is a new beginning. It is a seed, right? And it can also speak to work or being of service to others. That's what Virgo is about. Health as well. health matters, small pets. Let's take Taurus. Taurus, remember this could be for your sun, moon, rising. Let's see. I suppose your Venus placement, your Mars placement, and your North Node. Take it as it suits you and how you intuitively think it is important for you. Taurus, a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. That would be in the Libra season, a full moon in Aries. Oh, that's interesting for Taurus, because full moon in Aries, we're going to have 2 new moons in Aries. So the Aries part of the chart, I suppose, unless you're dealing with an Aries, completing a cycle with an Aries, Taurus, a full moon in Aries, you may be completing something with an Aries, but we've got 2 new moons for the sign of Aries, which are going to be taking place. The first one is on the 21st of March, a new moon at the 0 degree, 0 and 48 minutes of Aries. And then the second new moon will be a solar eclipse at the last minutes, the last degree, the anaretic 29th degree. It's a degree of urgency. That eclipse will be on the 20th of April. But generally speaking, there is a fiery climax approaching for you, dear Taurus, and it is a full moon. So something is culminating and completing. Now, we could also say that Aries is just behind you, so maybe things happening behind you, things that have been happening behind you, you will probably find out about. So a fiery climax. Fiery can speak to energy surge, desire, anger. All these things could come up with this card for Taurus. Next sign. Next sign, dear Spirit. So Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node. Gemini on this new moon in Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. Gemini. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Some of you could be letting go of some karma. You could be completing something with a Scorpio, or just detaching or letting go of past karma, something that will clear the space, your space, and you're releasing negativity, toxicity, secrecy, fears, unless you're releasing a Scorpio, completing a cycle with a Scorpio. Now, full moon in Scorpio, my God, my goodness. Full moon in Scorpio, 5th of May, a lunar eclipse on the 5th of May, which will take place at 14 degrees and 52 minutes, so halfway, in the halfway mark of Scorpio. So obviously a lunar eclipse, especially a full moon in Scorpio, can be a really powerful eclipse for Gemini. All right, so remember, eclipses are very powerful. They're like amplified new and full moons. Usually lunar eclipses are more emotional, more internal. So maybe a bit of a difficult time, but you're doing the work. You're maybe also releasing, right? Going through a purge, letting go of toxicity and negativity. All right, next sign, Cancer, on this new moon in Pisces, which obviously a new moon in Pisces works well for the water signs, right? So for Cancer, this new moon in Pisces, which is happening at the 1st degree and some minutes, It's at the 1st degree in 21 minutes. Obviously, it's very powerful and very important for the water signs. Wow, Cancer, we've got the energies gaining momentum, waxing moon. Something is growing for you, okay? Something is growing. It's like there's been a new seed that's been planting and the moon is waxing, it's growing. It's a time of building. It's a time of seeing what you've been working on. Something is being shown to you. Remember, as the moon waxes after a new moon, we get to see, right, the new moon glyph in the sky. So you're building on something, could be pertaining to, remember, the moon can speak to emotions, the home, right, your psychic ability, anything it could be, this could be. It does not mention any signs here, dear Cancer. So, let's go on to the next sign, which is Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, a North Node. And remember, dear Cancer, that you are ruled by the moon. So this is very strong for you. Leo, my dear spirit, Leo. Leo. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Wow, Leo, this is really interesting. Why? Because Aquarius is right opposite you. So there's a new moon, a new seed that's been planted. And this could also point back to the new moon in Aquarius, which happened on the 21st of January at 1 degree and 32 minutes. Logically, it's more important, more so for Leo rising, right? A new moon in their opposite house is a new seed that's been planted. Something is beginning pertaining to relationships, possible marriage, important relationships, partnerships in your life. But it says bring love into the situation. Now, I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius. They could be bringing love into the situation, because we know Aquarius is detached, more cold, more about, you know, their perception, they're more calculating, more methodical. But they're also quite cold. They don't show their emotions, right? They're not like Leo. Leo is up on stage, always very open about who they love, you know, what's in their heart. So this seems quite positive, dear Leo. All right. And remember that the new moon in Aquarius, Leo, was the last new moon that we had. And after that, there was a full moon in your sign, dear Leo. So maybe a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning, because this is the next new moon after the new moon in Pisces is going to be the next new moon after that new moon in Aquarius. So it's a month difference. So you will probably have the understanding of what was that seed, right? What has begun for you. Let's have a look at Virgo, please, Spirit. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, and Virgo is opposite Pisces. So that means that this new moon for Virgo is happening in their 7th house. For Virgo rising, of course, more importantly. And for Virgo sun, but more so the rising. So let's see what the message is for Virgo. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So this could be pointing, dear Virgo, to the new moon eclipse, the solar eclipse, happening at the 29th degree and 49 minutes of Aries on the 20th of April. So the axis, Aries, Libra, we should say. So this could be playing out for you on this new moon. Now, a new moon is a seed. It's the sun and moon coming together, right? It could be happening, you could be connecting with an Aries, someone who's got a strong Mars, right? Now, remember that eclipses, solar eclipses, they're amplified new moons, amplified by 10, and eclipses can play out months before and months after. So there will be a powerful change. But remember, new moons come after a full moon. So obviously something is completing for Virgo. And it's interesting because, as I said, to get a new moon, something has to eclipse. Something needs to, I should say, to get a new moon, something needs to, the moon needs to fill out, to complete. As, you know, the moon energies, it's all about filling out, then emptying, then filling out, then emptying. So beginning, ending, beginning, ending. It's like, you know, as we breathe, we fill our lungs up with water. What did I just say? What did I just say? Oh my God, I don't believe why I said that. I don't know why I said that. Filling our lungs with water. I don't know why I said that. I mean, Pisces energy, right? Fish underwater. I don't know. I don't know, my dear friends, and I just lost track now with what I just said. It's just crazy. I've lost my train of thought. I was saying, as we fill our lungs, so inhale and exhale, this is what it's all about. These are the lunations. These are the cycles of the moon, which does speak to our emotions, right? And we are made up more so of water. So we feel the changes of Selene, of the moon. Now, a solar eclipse is usually things happening outside of us. So things that that happen around us. It's more of a physical change, whereas lunar eclipses are more about emotional, internal change. So obviously something powerful is changing for Virgo. With this new moon eclipse, remember the energies can play out before or after. Okay, and Virgo, on the 7th of March, there will be a full moon in your sign. So those of you that have got planets or points around the 16th degree of Virgo, right? If you've got personal planets there, this full moon will be more important for you. And this will be significant. And that's the day that Saturn ingresses into Pisces, which will be in your opposite house, dear Virgo. So really, really important messages for Virgo. All right, let's go on to Libra. Let's go on to Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and the North Node. Libra. We have adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. This is when the moon is waning. The quarter cycles of moons are never easy. Emotionally, dear Libra. So something, obviously, a third quarter moon comes after a full moon. Something has completed now and the moon is waning, so it's losing its light, right? As if in completion, right? And it speaks to making the adjustments. It does not mention any sign. So you're needing to make adjustments. There's something that you've seen that has come to a culmination point, and now you're making the adjustments necessary. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Scorpio, new moon in your opposite sign, which a new moon in Taurus is happening on the 19th of May, and it is not an eclipse, as the nodal axis is preparing to change from Taurus Scorpio, and the fixed signs have been feeling the eclipses for the past year and a half. Now this is the first new moon in Taurus that is not an eclipse. This will be happening at the last degrees, the 28th degree of Taurus. And a new moon is a new seed, dear Scorpio. So this is a new relationship or a partnership. But it will also bring prosperity for you. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. Congratulations, Scorpio. You deserve it. Let's go on to the next sign. Sagittarius comes after Scorpio, dear Spirit. So what is happening? What is happening? What is happening for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Some of you could be ending, culminating a cycle with a Capricorn person. It could be connected to work as well, career. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of hard work and you're completing something, some sort of a project, possibly also a position of leadership. Maybe this could be the ending of some sort of examination or a test that you've gone through. Now, because Capricorn is after Sagittarius, it could be in relation to possibly money, your property, what you own. And also maybe you're proving yourself where self-worth is concerned. So you can sigh a sigh of relief, dear Sagittarius. Next sign after Sagittarius is Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node. Capricorn. Be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. This is perfect. You're in your element. You are a cardinal sign. Unless someone else, you're dealing with another cardinal sign. Could be Aries, Libra, Capricorn, or Cancer. Someone maybe is bold, and I'm going to add Leo to the mix. Someone is going to be bold and make the first move. And this could be a change of seasons as we are coming up to the spring equinox, right, in March, and we will be having a change of seasons, surely. Beautiful, dear Capricorn. All right. Of course, the first move could possibly be anything to do with emotions, anything connected to the home, the mother, the past. All right, next sign, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and the North Node. Now on the 5th of February, we had a full moon in Leo. So something has culminated for Aquarius pertaining to their marriage house, their relationship house. What's going on this new moon in Pisces? We have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Wow. Right on. Right on. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, or this is a very important seed that is planted in your in the area for more so for Aquarius rising and Aquarius sun. A new seed is planted in your money house, in your house of the physical body, self-worth, right, property, anything that makes you feel good. There's something that you're needing to meditate and contemplate on, unless you're dealing with a Pisces that is doing that themselves. Now, obviously, you've had a new moon on your birthday, around your birthday, Aquarius, on the 21st of January. This is the next new moon. So you may see what it is that has begun maybe a month ago, right? All right. Nevertheless, it's saying on this new moon, meditate, contemplate, and this is advice for all of us to take time out. You know, it could be a very magical, very divinely guided new moon. Remember, Pisces it's the divine. Pisces can also speak to illusions. So just illusions, you know, a lack of clarity, confusion. So it's a good time to meditate. All right. Last but not least, my dear Pisces, a new moon in your sign. What is the advice from Spirit? We have it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Wow, dear Pisces. Wow. So the next new moon, the next two new moons, one is an eclipse, one is a solar eclipse. So the first new moon in Aries will be on the 21st of March. And the second consecutive new moon in Aries will be on the 20th of April, which is an eclipse. It's a new moon, solar eclipse. Very, very powerful. So you're either dealing with an Aries or you may have personal planets which will affect you. So looks like the next couple of months are going to be very important. A new moon in Aries, it is ruled by Mars, so it's very courageous. It's very much about action, moving forward, new cycle, new beginnings with the new astrological year, dear Pisces. Wow. And I want to take one message for the collective. What is the message for the collective? And we have your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. And this will be on the 28th of October. It's going to be a lunar eclipse. It's the last one. It's the last eclipse on the axis Taurus Scorpio, which will be happening at the 5th degree. A lunar eclipse is a full moon, so it will be a moon that will be filling out in Taurus, but it's an amplified eclipse. 28th of October, it's an emotional eclipse. Remember, Taurus is Venus ruled. So where there has been no values, right? Eclipses do mean eclipsing things and people out of our life. But it says your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Something is completing where Venusian matters are concerned. Take the steps you're guided to take from now until October. Now remember, it is an eclipse, so it could be playing out even now. Taking practical steps, Taurus, coming from a place of love, looking at your values. The moon loves being in Taurus. So to get to that dream, it's not about only dreaming, it's not only about imagining, it's taking those practical steps, taking action, being slow, stable, and knowing where you're getting to, where you're going to, right? So it can speak to our finances, self-worth, what we own, our property. And a full moon in Taurus is on the Taurus-Scorpio axis, obviously. So we're needing to purge and let go of anything toxic, South Node in Scorpio, and follow the North Node in Taurus, coming from a place of love, security, a Venusian place. Venus it's the five senses, it's quality, it's peace, it's love, okay? All right, my darlings, I will have the timestamps below so you can check out the other signs. All right. Thank you so much. Sending you lots of love and lots of light. Congratulations again to the winners. And thank you for considering joining us on Patreon, as we do a lot there. Check us out, and if you're not happy, you can always cancel, right? Love and light, my dear friends. Have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon. Namaste.